GPAPFWF here, and I've got some books that I want to get to, and I've got my good buddy here today, Fourwayflashers. Say hello, Fourway.
Hello, Fourway.
Hello, Fourway. Yeah, well, I've got a ton of books that I need to get through, and it's that kind of OCD thing where I can't put them away until I actually show them off. Are you like that?
Oh, I'm totally like that. I've got a bunch of books here myself that I'm waiting to do another video for, and I've got books everywhere. I'm like one of those hoarder squatter types that just have shit everywhere. Like if you could see behind me, you'd be like, he lives in squalor.
Looks nice out there today. It's nice here in New.
It's I don't know, probably about 2 degrees outside, overcast, cloudy outside. Makes for a nice video because normally the sun comes through, I'm all blown out. So
what are you up to today? You're just doing some pressing?
I've got some books that I'm going to be pressing. Just nothing books here. This one here is a Batgirl number 12 or something. I don't know. I've never seen it before. Little book that I'm doing. Got 4 other ones on the docket today. I'll just show you real quick. They do not belong to me. They are customers from a store, so I actually have to take good care of them and wear gloves.
Nice. All right, cool. Well, like I said, I've got a mountain of books here, so I'm just going to get right into it and show some of the stuff. First thing I want to show is I thought this was super cool. We picked it up at our local shop, and it's a hardcover children's book called Earth. Okay, as you can see, it's written by Garth Ennis and Rob Steen. Rob Steen is best known for doing work with Ricky Gervais in his children's books called Flanimals.
Flanimals, yeah, my boys have Flanimals. It's disturbing to say the least.
So this is a cute little book, and I mean, we picked it up because it was like cute or whatever. But we got home for $3, paid $3 for it. Got home, and let me just show you some of the artwork inside. It's pretty nice, fun stuff.
Just want to say we've got Night Tiger and Comic Fan in the chat.
Hey now.
Night Tiger says he's the same way. He, she, I don't know. Night Tiger could be a girl. Night Tiger says that they're the same way. They can't put away the books until they shoot a video. And Comic Fan says, "Hey yo, off to C2E2."
Yeah, man. Safe travels, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully, we're gonna get a ton of pictures from them, see what's going on up there. But yeah, inside this was signed by Garth Ennis and Rob Steen. So for $3,
I'd do it all day.
Yeah, man. Pretty cool.
And there you go, Night Tiger. Just subscribe to you, sir. Check out your videos later.
Very
Night
cool.
Tiger is all man. I love it.
All man. I like it.
All man.
So I got a couple of slabs. I know that's kind of weird, right? But
well, you've changed, man. You've changed.
I have changed. So this was a 9.8 #1 Atomic Mike from Alias Enterprise. Now, why anybody would have got this pressed, I don't understand. So I tried to do a bit of research to find out why, possibly. So this was slabbed in 06 or whatever, and they were supposed to do an animation show of this Atomic Mike. So even then, early specking on the movies, I guess they were. But to me, I have no idea what it is. But
you know what? When that Atomic Mike movie hits, you're gonna be laughing.
Oh,
I think you're probably the only one with a 9.8 Atomic Mike.
The case is cracked on it too, so it's just one of those roundabout things about maybe not speculating always panning out. It's like this is a total loss for somebody. So then I got a Batman and Spawn War Devil 9.6 CGC. The price is Barbarian Kung Fu, nice. I've been seeing him a lot in other chats and stuff. It's cool. Thanks, man. Some of the other things I got these for display purposes only, and I do like the art, but they're PGX. I don't think that really matters, but it's FF number 3. This wasn't a crazy popular title when it came out. I don't think it lasted too long, but this Aldred work, and they're like the connecting covers.
I do like Mike Aldred stuff, man. He's pretty cool.
So this is issue number 4 variant. I don't know what they are, maybe 1 in 10s. I don't think they're anything scarce or rare or anything like that. And then a She-Hulk. And a lot of people look at these and be like, could overpass the work, but he does great eyes, great faces. It's his ecstatic stuff, and I really enjoy that.
What's going on, Big Lion Cat?
Hey, man.
The cat is here.
There
Meow.
we go. There we go. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of picking up at two of my local shops, Heroes and Hobbies, Downtown Comics. Downtown Comics got a YouTube channel too. I'm probably gonna put the link in the description below. So yeah, first thing I picked up is some Marvel Age. Mike knows I'm trying to finish my run of this. So I got number 1 from our good buddy Comic Fan. So Marvel Age number 1, and this was like my internet as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, it was always safe bet too, because there were some days that I didn't want to get comics, but I would ask for money for comics, and that way I could get my chips and my pop and pick up a quarter book. Marvel Age number 17 with the Muppets on front. Boom, nailed it. Marvel Age. This had a great wraparound cover. We're, you know, it's part of the 25th anniversary.
I know a little something about that.
Yeah, but and boom, nailed it.
Very cool.
I think this is the only one I believe that has Peter Porker and Fourbushman in the back. Yeah, we'll get Fourbushman there. That's the only one with Fourbushman in it. So, sucker for my Fourbush. All right. I'm not a DC guy, but you know, Mike turned me on to the Middleton stuff. And this came from our good buddy JP over at All About Comics. Very cool. And he also sent along this 100-page giant Swamp Thing Halloween. Yeah. So mainly reprints, but there is a fresh story in these. And we don't get these in Canada. That's a bummer, right?
Yep.
I mean, like I said, I'm not a DC guy.
We get your Walmart, but we don't get your shitty books. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Am I right? Again, not a DC guy, but like when you see badass covers like this, Superman 11 just pops with Silver Banshee on there. Yeah. Love it. I know I'm not the only one who's working on their Dark Hawk run, but I'm getting close to finishing it off. There's number 21 and number 24. Nothing spectacular, but I enjoy Dark Hawk a lot. I know it's a joke for some people, but maybe a lot of people, but
no comment.
Yeah, well, it's fun, man. It's fun. Beavis and Butthead number 1. I had that years ago, and I think it was like $1, so why not?
That's not the rare one though, right?
No, it's not the rare scarce one, or the lower print. I don't know, the one that goes for a little bit more. But who cares? It's Beavis and Butthead, am I right?
Yep.
This is something that I wanted for a while. This is Daydreamers. This is the full run. Issue 1, 2, and 3. Howard the Duck Man-Thing meet up. Franklin Richards meet up with 2 aliens and a robot. And it's, man, if there was ever a series that was primed for a children's television show, it would be Daydreamers. But I got this from my good buddy, the Nine Claw. Everybody loves it.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff. So, and then a couple of these, because we're working on the run of Marvel Classic Comics. So we got number 34, Robin Hood. Great artwork on these. Great Bronze Age stuff. Masters of the World. And I think this is, yeah, Gil Kane and Bob Wycheck. White Fang.
I'd just like to interrupt you for a quick second. I've been watching a couple of videos, and anyone who says that they're complaining that they don't see books that are just filler books and books that don't matter, they should be watching this video right now, because you've got the books that don't matter, sir.
Yes. Yes. Amazing.
I mean that in the nicest possible way, of course. But.
Yeah, well, of course. Of course. You would just wait till we got to look at some stuff. White Fang, number 32. Treasure Island, number 15. And The First Men on the Moon, number 31.
That's wild. Yeah.
Groovy Bronze Age stuff that you can find on the cheap. Classic reads. I'm a lover of Bongo Comics, and sadly, they're not going to be with us anymore. They're not going to be doing their books. I think because they were too purists, because they were too much wanting to keep it no advertisements, no things like that. And that's what I believe. I haven't heard any disclosure of what's going on. But Krusty Comics number 3, love Krusty. And I firmly believe that when this show goes down, issue 9 here, you're going to see these prices spike up because people are going to want fresh content of The Simpsons. There's so many Simpsons fans, and yeah, the majority of the Simpsons comics are number 7 are fresh tales. So
correct me if I'm wrong. These books that you're showing, they've got special covers on the back as well.
Yeah, these all have flip covers. I think for the first, I want to say for like the first 20 issues, they all have flip covers, and then they did it kind of sparingly. But you might see this in there and be like, "Well, I'm going to get a one shot," but not necessarily. But you know what that makes me want to do, though? That makes me want to get all these issues and then get the doubles so I can flip them.
Either that, or you got to get those clear backer boards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like some of the Marvel Age that I have. They have double covers, so I'm actually getting. When I wrote it down in my checklist, I wrote the doubles out because I want to get them so I can have them like so. Some of the covers are great. So
Nightpacker says everyone shows the same keys. It gets sickening. I'd rather see hulls such as these books you don't see too often.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm all about. Mike knows what I pick up. A lot of people know what I pick up. I pick up what makes me happy, what I like, what I enjoy. My collection tastes have kind of changed over the years. Trying to refine, be smart with what I'm picking up, and what I enjoy. Simpsons number 3, number 2, classic, and not even going to show a number 1 because I don't got it here. I never picked it up this time. We don't even have a number 1 key. We don't have that. But what I do have, West Coast Avengers number 89.
Yes.
Ultron. Okay. So yeah, these issues are pretty intense. It's not for everybody. West Coast Avengers isn't the most amazing run. But it's pretty sweet. 76.
Big Lion Cat says I do the same thing. I collect what I like.
73. Yeah, you got to do that, man. If not, you can get this like anxiety about like having to get everything and these auctions. How frustrating is it when you can't win in an auction and things like that?
Not me. I try and appease the masses.
75.
So I try and collect what everybody wants to see.
92.
Hell, I don't even like half the books I collect.
91
for you, YouTube.
91. This is Ultron's Adamantium Mate War Toy. So I don't know. This is the new Jocasta, but everybody counts out Ultron. Don't count out Ultron. He's not done yet.
No.
He's not done.
Isn't that the point? Every time they kill him, he like re-uploads himself somewhere else.
Yeah, he's essentially Marvel's version of Brainiac. He has, just comes back stronger and stronger every time. So the fact that it was like, oh, Age of Ultron's over. No, he's a great villain to have in between the constant villain of Avengers. So yeah, the fact when I saw his book go up because of the movie, and the movie didn't do so well. Not the movie didn't do so well. That interpretation of Ultron and the fact that he dies, whatever. Yeah, don't count it out. Early cosplay cover, I guess you could say. Dazzler number 21.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Boom. Gotten through a lot so far. All right, some modern stuff here. You were the one who brought this to my attention, and I looked at the synopsis for the book, so I actually picked up issue 2 to 4 of Injection.
Yeah, apparently they're going to be making that into a TV show. I mean, you say that about everything. They're going to make it into TV. If they do, they do. They don't, they don't. But if it's a good read, that's all that matters, right?
Right.
There you go.
Issue number 5. The cover's kind of lackluster, to be honest. But I guess when you get Image, you're not really getting the art, are you? You're getting the story. So picked up a couple of Red Sonjas. Issue 9.
Is that Jenny Friesen?
I believe so, sir. That gives me a good opportunity to point out. Fourwayflashers has a new series going on. What's the title of it?
It's called Get It Right.
Get It Right. And he just helps with some of the pronunciations that people seem to have difficulty with. It's just, it's a common thing. We can't always know everything and the pronunciation. So Mike helps clarify that. And I think it's a great series. It's to the point, direct, and clear up a lot of easy questions. So brings me to the point. Alex Comic Quarter had said, it's frizzen like prison.
Prison like prison. You know what? That'll be my next video.
Yeah, prison like prison. So Alex Comic Order, thank you for that. So Red Sonja number 7, another great cover. This one, not so much. It's not bad. Number 10. Yeah, here we go. And then we got a nice blank cover. I always pick up a blank cover when I can. Ninja Turtles number 51. And I like how it's laid out like a
comic page.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool.
You're not horrible at the art. Have you ever drawn on any of your own blanks?
Yeah, actually I have. I've done a couple. I did a Thanos Rising number 1. So I just did a after George Perez's Infinity Gauntlet number 4, I think it is. So
I think that would make for a cool like Christmas Santa thing where everyone has to send a blank cover that you draw to someone else, like a Secret Santa.
We did a few years back through Howler Mouse. I remember he did a community tag where he sent around a book, and we all did a sketch on it, X-Men number 1. You can find it on his channel, buried deep in the caverns years ago. And a bunch of people took part, and I was one of the people, and it was fun to do, seeing how everybody contributed to it.
90 MF Comics joined the chat, says, yo, bro.
What's up, man? What's up? I've been on his live show. Yeah. Great.
I'm not familiar with 90 FM or MF Comics, so I'm going to check them out.
Yes, sir. Captain Marvel number 1 variants is the 1 in 10. I got this from my good buddy Captain Cold because Space Tacos. Not even a Deadpool fan. I'm going to get the Greek Ancient Aliens guy. Sanadakarus, or I forget what his name is. But get him to sign that up for me. That would be great.
Because aliens.
Because aliens, right? I love Luke Cage, Here for Hire. So when I saw the lenticular, of course, I was going to pick it up. Clearly need a new bag. That's brilliant. Check out this book. Awesome. Okay. This was a nice little pickup for me because it was whatever. Groot number 4 and number 5. So this first cameo, first full appearance of Baby Groot, who is now Son of Groot, right? I think that's what they've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those lenticular covers, a lot of people don't realize, but they came out with second prints of just the alternate cover. So if you're ever out and about looking, you might find that Luke Cage, like the second one, just as a second print that's not lenticularized.
That'd be cool. Well, this is another lenticular. Incredible Hulk, but it's Captain Marvel 125. But Hulk 1, you know, come on. Gotta get it. Can't go wrong with that, man.
What's up, J Hood Creative? Hi, guys. Listen while at work.
Awesome. Thanks for listening, man. Batgirl number 30. Middleton, right? This is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'm drawn to comics by the art of everything. And Middleton is a game changer this year. Middleton and Archer. I saw Archer coming a mile away. I was following him on DeviantArt for a long time. So I knew he was going to really make a name for himself the way, well, not even the way that he has, but it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
he's amazing.
So he's got to be at least number 1 of all cover artists this year, or last year, with Middleton being a close second, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this is the art that we're getting. I mean, it's pretty fantastic. So, yeah, this is a one my wife is picking up. I'm not too into it. It's not that I'm into it. I don't know what it is. Just gonna put that out there. Blackbird number 4, number 5, and number 6. Really nice. Jen Bartel. I know All About Comics has interviewed Jen Bartel maybe twice.
Yeah, I've got Blackbird number 1. I still have yet to read.
I hear good things. And speaking of good things, Conan the Barbarian number 1. I picked this up when you recommended it. I'm a longtime fan of Conan the Barbarian, and yeah, you weren't lying. This is it feels like you can just jump on into it without having any foreknowledge of Conan. You don't have to be an expert on it. You can just get right into it. Classic fantasy barbarian stuff. So yeah, definitely reminds me of the magazine run.
Yeah, so it's a fun read, man. That number 2 has apparently gone up in value. I don't know why, but yeah. So may have a problem finding it for cheap if you haven't already.
I'll probably pick up the trade of it, or I don't know. I hope they start doing magazines soon. Have they done a magazine of it yet?
No, so they've done that one, and then there's the Savage Sword of Conan, which is the one with all the cool Alex Ross covers.
Right.
And they're coming out with another one, King Conan. So yeah, we were reading Death of the Inhumans. So that's how far we're going back now. There's issue 3 variant. Fantastic. Yeah,
love that.
That's lovely, man.
And this one, quite sad.
Uh-huh.
Cruel, man. Cruel.
Your dog's dead.
Right? Red Sonja number 17. Signed by Marat Michaels.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's all right. Can't go wrong. And then this one's got quite a few spine dings, but it's kind of cool. Moon Knight number 4, signed by David Finch.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
What's up, Bat Avenger?
Hey now. Thanks for joining, man. X-Men number 1. Every time I see it, I pick it up. Yeah. I don't know why, because they're, $1 a piece. You find them out.
They're so nice.
These were nice to find. One of the more difficult runs to complete of all the miniseries that are out there. We were discussing it the other night, you, I, and Comic Fan. But Beauty and the Beast number 1, Dazzler, and the Beast, of course. And I think this is might be Tom Palmer stuff inside. Bill Sienkiewicz cover. I don't know if Sienkiewicz worked on all the covers. That's a Sienkiewicz for sure.
Just another couple shout-outs real quick. Bub's Comics is going to get a book signed by David Finch tonight. Good stuff. I hope it's a good one. And Greyman just joined us as well. What's up, buddy?
Greyman is, I want to say this out loud, he is he's my new comic book wizard, man. I love watching that guy. His music taste, his books, his channel is great, man. Anybody who's not subscribed to Greyman, go check out his channel.
Pretty good, man. I like him.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Phoenix, The Untold Story, number 1. That's a Canadian newsstand edition. Everybody, you know how much I love my Canadian newsstands. Yeah.
Is that a Byrne cover? Or is...
Yeah, Byrne and Austin, and it's a wraparound as well, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Boom. What's that?
Greyman says, "I'm cool, guys. Thanks for the nice words."
Yeah, it's a great channel. He was on with his bud the other day, and they were just having some beers and going through some of his friend's vinyl. And I can't put my finger on it, but his friend, he looks identical to somebody from a metal band, and I can't put my finger on it. I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's like the band Death or something like that. But anyway, it was fun to watch. For $1, I couldn't pass this up. I've never seen it before. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventure Special, 64-page special, summer 92. Yeah, very weird. Right.
Take it easy, 90 MF Comics.
All right, man. Thanks for tuning in. Here's an interesting book. Okay, Alpha Flight 110. All right. So after 106 or 105, that was the issue where North Star came out as gay and with AIDS. The people did not respond well in the early 90s to that.
No.
And let me just read you something that Marvel put in their back pages here. It said, "Dear publisher, as I was browsing through my local comic store, I was told by the owner that they had just received more of the so-called controversial Alpha Flight 106. After reading it, thought, this isn't controversial at all. It's just wrong. I know that a huge corporation like Marvel doesn't care about what I think. However, if you just take the time out of your busy schedule to read what the Supreme Authority feels about the subject, please read Leviticus 18:22, 20:13, Romans 1:24-32. There is not another interpretation for the punishment of the sin. They are worthy of death. Not only do the same, but also approve of those who practice them, such as you. If you will not listen to me, then listen to him who has created you and blessed you, the great company. David Lane, Imperial Cyclops, Knight of the KKK, P.O. Box, Halifax, Nova Scotia."
Ugh.
Right? I mean, what the fuck? They did this with intention. They were like, due to the immense response of Alpha Flight 106 generated, we're just going to run your letters without response, so read on. But there was a lot of people who did support this, and you would find the support outweighed that. But it's interesting how people were they were throwing their comics away. They were burning them. There's only so much that could be chalked up to lack of understanding at the time. It's just pure homophobia. It was crazy, and I think it ultimately did have a heavy impact on the title, because it wasn't long after that the title did shut down, and they rebooted it some years later.
Farley's Nerd Cave just joined us, and Grayman says, "What, did a character start mixing wool and cotton or something?"
Farley's Nerd Cave is another great channel. Man, I love that. That's always a good question I like asking people is, what kind of music do you listen to when you're reading your comics or you're into your comics? And we got Grayman and Farley's Nerd Cave. Yeah, both big music guys, post a lot of good music stuff. Really enjoy it. Another great little run. Picked up issue 1 to 4 of Magic. Very cool. It's a nice little run. Magic's a hot little character now. It's a hot little character.
I have number 1 of that, but I don't have the full run. I'd like to read it.
Yeah. We got Belasco there on the cover. Boom. Nice cover there. I picked up a couple just random issues here, I guess. Yeah. Excalibur number 47. Alan Weiss. Or Alan Davies. Excalibur number 17. Again, this is fun kind of stuff. And back in the day, Excalibur, X Factor, there was a few titles that I jumped on the number 1, and you kind of end up sticking with it. Soft spot in your heart.
It was a good read. I like that.
Justice League of America number 34, little Adam Hughes boobage. Boom, key issue right there. Not really. New Avengers number 255.
Little bit of boobage, and all that was zoomed in was the 2 guys.
Yeah, basically, right?
Beetle and Booster Gold. That's what I'm thinking of.
The Avengers 255. Here we go. X-Men annual one-shot. This is from the Jim Lee run. Number 1. Shatter Shot.
Grayman's asking, was there a demon called Sin or something like that in Magic?
Sin?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. SYN. Yeah. Some purple ass dude who basically is the demon that influences magic, right? Secret Wars number 2 or number 6 of number 2.
I love Beyonder, man. Everyone hates Beyonder. I love him so much.
If they had made this at the time it came out, what's his name? Langdon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have done that. Namor Annual, number 1, 1991. Little Stingray on there. Fantastic Four 360. My very lackluster cover, 269. Yeah. To me, this was like kind of typical of Byrne. Bring it right in. Ultimates number 1. This is the first appearance. People are calling now first appearance of the Samuel Jackson's version of Nick Fury. For a long time, I thought it was Battle Scars or something, but apparently now people are saying this is it. But this was a great run by Mark Millar. I love the Ultimates and the Ultimates 2, and basically all the Ultimates stuff except for the X-Men and Spider-Man I was into. And this as well, Ultimate Adventures number 1. I've yet to read that, so I'd always seen it around, but I don't think this really went anywhere. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Deadly Foes of Spider-Man number 1. This is actually okay. So I'm going through picking up the first appearance of some of the Thunderbolts and stuff. So first appearance of Blue the Beetle as Mach 4. I think that's what his name goes by. So Mach 4. More Alpha Flight 102. Classic stuff. We got, speaking of classic stuff, classic X-Men number 2. And you're almost finished your run of this, yeah?
Yeah. Well, actually, it went on a lot longer than I thought it did. So I'm probably about 40 books away from finishing it.
Nice.
I think I've got a complete run right now from 1 to 45, something like that.
This is a great book. No Prize #1. And I wanted this for a long time because it helped me complete my little Night Nurse significant run. So Night Nurse up in the box corner there. But anybody who doesn't know the No Prize, the way it started was, it was kind of like, you know, a remark out of the side of their mouth to people who would chime in with the, hey, the imperfections in their writing or the art. And so this is basically just a collection of that, pointing out some defects that they did. And yeah, of course, Stan Lee on the front.
Yeah.
Pretty great. Love it. So just lay that over there. Omega the Unknown #7. I know my buddy Howler Mouse and Costa Brahm started big into Omega. X Factor #96.
Bad Avenger says Battle Scars had the first appearance of Agent Coulson in it.
Okay. See, oh, right. Yeah. Stray Toasters by Bill Sienkiewicz. This is Epic Comics. Very interesting stuff. More of a graphic novel, but Epic is good to go to. Great art. Captain America Annual Canadian Newsstand. #7. So
it looks so fancy.
It is fancy.
I'm Captain America. I'm in action.
Robotics #1. I don't know if anybody remembers these mechanical toys that you can combine together as like a combination of constructs, make your own action figures kind of thing. But yeah. Infinity Crusade. Pure gold. Made out of gold. Literal gold. Marvel Double Feature. Featured Captain America and Iron Man. Very cool. Always an
Barbarian.
All right, later, man. Always an iconic pose, too, when they come bursting through the pages. I love it. Kitty Pryde and Wolverine #2. This was actually one of the first miniseries I remember being super hungry to get. The Wolverine was, his covers were so hot at the time, and people were marking them up. There were wall books and stuff at my local shop. X-Men 1996, issue #53, first appearance of Onslaught. This ties into the first appearance of Onslaught in X-Men #15. This is the one you want, I think. I don't know. This is the one I want. But Onslaught, major character of the 90s. I'm sure we're going to see that character in the very near future. Some of these came from my good buddy Captain Cole. Really cool guy, like hanging out with in the off years. Also has a YouTube channel. Doesn't post a whole lot, but he was on JP All About Comics auction just the other day, and he has an amazing collection. And he's always there helping.
Good eBay store as well.
Absolutely,
cool stuff.
Good prices, good stuff. Always cycling through good stuff. Moon Knight #1, love it. Nothing really else to say about it. It's great. Helped me finish my run in it. True Believers, Wolverine versus Hulk. This was one that I missed at the time when it came out, so I was glad to get one off him. Legion of Superheroes #1. I got this simply for the cover. It's fantastic. Saturn Girl or done by Jim Lee. Yeah, beautiful. It's the sketch is actually way better than the color version. ROM #17. Got this from our boy Comic Fan. Great cover. Great.
Was that graded before? Is that the grading label on the back?
No.
Oh.
No. Probably just a...
I saw the 998, and I thought maybe it was one of those labels. You know, sometimes people put the labels in there.
From Now Comics, Astro Boy. The original Astro Boy #1. The Astro Boy #1 from Gold Key Comics is a pricey and expensive book, so yeah, that's not happening. It's kind of hard to find out in the wild, and when you do, you're going to pay for it. But Now Comics, I don't know if you remember Now, but they had a ton of stuff which came out, like Little Monsters, Fright Night, Twilight Zone. They did weird franchise stuff. Green Hornet. Yeah, they pick up the odd stuff. Very, very few original titles they had. Lots of Terminator, Burning Earth. Marvel Premiere #12. Doctor Strange. Love it. Low grade is better than no grade. Saga Swamp Thing #3. Picking up Swamp Things whenever I can find them. I'm not strictly Marvel. You know, I'll still do the Swamp Thing. So Thor number 615. Everybody's talking about Kid Loki. And there's some speculation on what his first appearance is. 615, he does appear as a child in here with Thor as a memory or reminiscing. So technically, this is the early appearance of you'll see of Kid Loki, but I'm sure there has to be some sort of Journey into Mystery or Thor issue published previously, which contains that. So we've got a copy of Runaways.
Line, sorry.
Who? Sorry?
Big Line's leaving now.
All right. Thanks for joining us, man. Runaways number 2. Just trying to pick up some Runaways where I can find them.
That's the volume 2, right?
Yeah. Alpha Flight number 17. This ties with the first appearance of Big Hero 6. Yeah.
Kind of weird they don't really do anything else with Big Hero 6.
I think they will eventually. I think the problem is that they took such a they put out that Pixar movie of it, and it kind of that's it. It kind of stapled what it is now. So most of the copy. A modern grail for me, and I know I don't use that term loosely. This is a modern grail for me. The Sentry number 1. When I got back into comics, I was reading a lot of Civil War, Secret Invasion, Dark Reign, and Sentry was very hot at the time. So, first appearance. Speaking of first appearance, this is quite affordable first appearance. Cyblade and She number 1. This is the first appearance of Witchblade. You can find this for $5 or under. It's crazy. Her number 1 will sell for more than her first appearance. So, great character. You should go get it. Ghost Rider number 55. Werewolf by Night featured. Great. Nice. Fearless Defenders. This is the Age of Ultron tie-in. This was one of my favorite runs at the time when it came out, and they cut it really short. I feel like it felt open-ended. Issue 12, and I feel like they could have gone on with it, but it was strictly all-female characters in the book. The only time it would come up is to basically bash the male characters, but it was a good story about Valkyrie standing up to Odin. So very cool. Age Ultron, or what am I saying? Marvel Age number 103. Just say words. Just say random words. But yeah, I remember seeing this and I was like, okay, crazy. A lot of these Marvel Ages I don't remember. I was picking up other stuff at the time.
Joker M21 says, "Yo, sup peeps, sup GPAP."
What's good, my man? Yeah, man. Check out the New York Warriors.
They had an unboxing yesterday. I don't know if you saw it or not. I was watching it just before I came on with you, and they did that. Though, those Spider-Man boxes that are really popular right now,
right?
Man, he got hosed. He was so pissed off.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Watch it just for Manny's reaction. It's
awesome. Great. Yeah, no, I was out with my brother last night, so I got some YouTube in to check up on for sure. Bill Sienkiewicz cover here, Moon Knight number 33. These are still super affordable. Moon Knight, despite what some people price them for, they're not expensive. Some of the all black covers can get a little pricey, but
84 says, "What up, GPAT?"
Hey man, what's good? Moon Knight number 24. Look at that.
That's so nice.
Bill Sienkiewicz, man, revolutionized the game. Like, he changed the shit, man.
Itch.
A lot of people you look to these artists, Perillo and things like that, who are doing really great stuff now, or Delato or Archerm or what have you. At the time, man, this was like nothing I had ever seen before. It's crazy.
And it still is, like nothing really duplicates his stuff, man.
Man. You have people who I wouldn't call them imitators at all, have their own style, but he falls in the caliber of or artists fall in the caliber of him would be like David Mack. Bringing something uniquely different to the table. Yeah, and I think Middleton is just go back to him. Middleton just bringing all different flavors and styles to his artwork. It's really cool. It reminds me of back in the day because just being excited.
Yeah, well, like it's no two renditions ever really look the same. You know, like you'll get Batgirl looking like Alicia Silverstone in one issue, and then the next one she's got like that brown hair and just kind of totally different looking. I love it.
Yeah. Cheap pickup here. Why not? Nice Bronze Age. Red Sonja #1. That was like $3. So, Werewolf by Night. This gets rid of my last pricey book. I need it for the run. But Werewolf by Night #37. It's the third appearance of Moon Knight. Boom. Get that out of the way. Now I can finish the run. The most difficult I'm going to have is tracking down the giant size issues. I have one Compliments of Biggs, so I got to find the other ones. These again came from Captain Cole, Fantastic Four, #169 and 170. We got my boy Luke Cage in there, so yeah, can't go wrong. I'll always pick up Fantastic Four Bronze Age stuff. It's good. That's what I was excited to get. I'm a big fan. The Avengers 144, the first appearance of Hellcat. Like it. Sorry to be showing keys, but they're minor. I've got nothing big. Eternals #1. This came from Captain Cold as well. Really great. Eternals really has a spike in price and people chasing them down. So now I'm going to get into boom. I'll pull this stuff. All right. Warlord of Mars, King Size Annual. Right. Amazing Spider-Man 102. That's low grade, but second appearance of Morbius. But according to this, it's not a Moribus. So interesting editing flaw. They let pass on the cover.
And on the cover. Yeah. Where's your no prize?
There, DC published a book without putting their logo on one time. Marvel get words wrong. It happens. But it's a nice little oddity, and I love supernatural books as well. Getting closer to finishing my Incredible Hulk run. Jarrett, GDJ Rod hasn't made a lot of videos in a while, but him and I were having a competition. Needless to say, he beat me 2 years ago.
He didn't just beat you. He like stomped you in the ground.
Yeah, he stomped me in the ground. Annual #16. But I am again. I'm not far from finishing it, so hopefully soon. But does he have Top Dog #1? See, I told you I wasn't going to bring the keys, and then I go break out Top Dog #1. So I apologize. I apologize about this. Star Comics, fun stuff, man. Reason why I got Top Dog, I want to get the run now. Ever since I saw a cover where there's a visible bad guy with a gun just pointed at the dog's head. I thought it was the most bizarre thing in a children's comic or a comic directed to kids. Have a gun right on the cover with the sense of I'm going to kill you. Like that's what he would do. Like that's why he's pointing the gun. Like keep moving. If the dog stopped moving, the dog stopped going anywhere. What? Dude's going to kill him? He's going to fucking cap him? What's going on?
Question for you in the chat from Dave Enrique. Says, hey, GPAP, isn't Patsy Walker one of the oldest existing Marvel characters?
Yeah, she is. Her, Linda Carter, student nurse, Patsy Walker, and Patsy Walker was Miss America.
Yeah, teen model or whatever, right?
Yeah. Yep. And then, of course, Millie the model. But, yeah, Patsy Walker goes way back, man, and doesn't get the credit she deserves. First Silver Age appearance of her you'll find in Fantastic Four Annual #3. So it's kind of a little bump there. So you get that. The Miss America comic is kind of hard to find and pricey. What's not pricey or hard to find is Kitty Pryde and Wolverine #1. Claremont. I got these in a lot and actually decided to keep them because why not? Catwoman #1. You know more about these than I do.
Yes, I love Joelle Jones, man. Like everyone her covers are being buried because Art Germ is doing the cover B's on those, but she is just something else right there, man.
Yeah. So this is just the first 3 issues, and actually, there's an issue with Catwoman that's coming up soon that I think everybody should be on the eye for, right? Like, what's the cover?
It's going to be the art germ, and I think it's his second last cover that he's doing, and it's going to be a Catwoman in her vintage costume, her 1950s costume.
And it looks like the boys are peeling back the golden age look of it.
That's right.
Yeah, it looks pretty. I got 2 copies ordered. It looks pretty nice, man. I'll always get a second copy because you never know when somebody can't find a copy. So this is a book that was on my list for a long time. Now I'm going to get to some Silver Age stuff I had. So if none of that other stuff interested you, this should. Strange Tales 169, first appearance of Brother Voodoo. And this came from our good buddy Comic Van.
Great book.
Yeah, super glad to have this. I've wanted this one for a long time. But every time I see it around, it has slowly been creeping up in value. So I'm going to track down, get the first appearance of him as Baron Samedi. I think he goes by now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to track down that as well, get that out of the way so I don't have to compete with that kind of nonsense.
What's going on from Jeff Johnson? Name you can trust.
Yeah, the Mirror in the House, man. Again, want to remind people, check out the New York Warriors. Last night they did, as Fourway said, they did a unboxing of the Spider boxes, and it's definitely something you should check out. When I finish this up here, I'm going to throw a link to that video in the chat below or in the description below.
Just watch it for Manny alone because it was something else, man.
Always watch the New York Warriors. Always watch. Good people. The Invisible Iron Man, number 15. There we go. It says it's the first appearance of the Super Apes, but it's not. This is not the first appearance of the Super Apes. You get that in FF14.
Prince has joined us too. What's up, Kyle Walker?
Hello. We have Fantastic Four 113. People want a bad guy to speculate on. There you go. Boom. Overmind. Get it. He has ties to the Celestials. He has ties to Fantastic Four. His ties to the Avengers, to X-Men. Boom. He's all over the place. Make it happen. Very cheap and affordable. Silver Age key book. Oh, I guess 15-cent early bronze. But Silver Age. 113. Go get it for your health.
Frank just jumped on too.
Boom.
What's up, Punisher Comics?
Good to see you, man. Frank just did a recent video. He has a channel where he does card unboxings, garbage pails, wacky packs, hockey cards, things like that. So if you're into that, check out his second channel. I'm sure, again, I'll put a link to the description below when I get a chance now. Archie's Madhouse, man.
That's beautiful.
It is, right? This came from my good buddy Ray Ray's Comics, and I thought this was awesome. This is issue number 18, so this is a changeover in the title. So very cool. Nice grade, too.
That's before Sabrina, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Strange Tales 141. There you go. Just knocking out some more Strange Tale issues for my run. This was a book that I pressed out and came out amazing. The Mighty Thor 158 is the origin story of Donald Blake. Boom. Donnie Blake.
Barry Windsor Smith cover.
Astonishing Tales featuring Kazar and Doctor Doom. Issue number 7. T'Challa. Kazar. Boom. I saved that one for a little bit. All right. Avengers number 26. Boom. Why not?
Very cool.
Yeah, nice grade too. Really liked it. Love picking up the early Avengers. Fantastic Four 104. Really like this cover. Heavy with the red. Magneto Submariner. Good stuff. Wow, okay. Giant Man and the Incredible Hulk and Tales to Astonish number 66. No key issue here, but just a great issue. Nice grade.
I'm actually missing that Avengers 26.
We were talking about this last night. Tales of Suspense number 64. We were trying to make our backtracking through Black Widow's appearances, and this turns out this is like her 4th appearance, right? Yeah. I think it's her like 4th or 5th appearance.
It was her 4th appearance, yeah. So Greyman says, "Is this all one haul, or have you been saving them up?"
I've been saving them up, man. Well, I haven't been saving them up intentionally. It's just built up. or less. This is about 2 months worth of pickups. I'm actually down to the last 3 issues to show.
Just joined us too.
Hey, what's good, my man?
And Silver Age Dave popped in and says, "Show that Thor again. 158 is one of my absolute favorites, and it's so often overlooked."
Boom. Yeah, this was again another purchase from Captain Cole. It did me good. This was something I had to press out. It had a heavy spine roll in it. Yeah. Gorgeous.
It's too bad you can't show the pictures right now, but somehow he's gonna get that picture in the comments below after the show. And you got to see them, man, because yeah, he did good on that press.
Thank you, sir. Boom.
Yeah, he had a very good teacher.
I had an amazing teacher. Fourway has been a supreme help. I am his Padawan when it comes to pressing, and I've learned a lot. And yeah, it's been great. Fantastic stuff. It's a great issue. What do I show for? Oh, I'll show this first then. All right, Tales of Suspense: The Power of Iron Man, number 54. Gorgeous. Nice. Love it. Yeah, man. Really pumped to have this. Getting the Tales of Suspense before Cap jumps in, probably my favorite ones. You know, I love, you know, obviously next to getting the pre-hero Marvel stuff. Yeah, so
looks like the West Coast is just waking up now. Lords of the Long Box just jumped on, Tim.
Hey now.
And Need Mo Comics is in here.
Nice. Just saw him on All About Comics. It's nice to hear how he collects. And TiVo, I got something to show TiVo I picked up finally. Oh. Yeah, Doctor Strange, 169, his first in his ongoing title. So again, yeah, no problem. Again, on my list forever. It was just awesome to get this. I got it for the right price. So let me yeah, I'll mute him there. Yeah, so it was really great to get this. Now, if I can only track down this, you know, 110, I'll be doing all right. And then the last book of this entire haul, which was crazy, and I can't believe I got through it so fast. Or I don't even know how long we've been running now. But the Avengers number 55 is a book that still confuses me as to why it dropped so heavily in price, simply in relation to the movies, because it's open-ended. This character is always open-ended. And I think 54 and 55 are still always a safe bet to have in your Marvel Silver Age collection. Not just for speculation purposes, but it's a great character. And basically anything connected with Ultron, there's just so much connected to him, from Jocasta to Vision to Wonder Man. It's something that's, I think, is just heavily overlooked, and I highly recommend that people pick it up
too when you got that one.
Yeah, man, I couldn't believe the price that I got it for, and it just shows how much the speculation market can affect it in the positive and the negative. So it's not all damn you speculation, you know, jacking up the prices. It's good when a movie does bad in people's eyes, or a character does bad, because it benefits you, you know. So keep you know, sometimes be patient. Let the critics do some of the work for you.
Two quick things here. Lord of the Longbox says, "Just in time" by the Hoary House of Hogarth. And then he asks, "There's some nice Sony headphones. Are they noise canceling too?"
Yeah, they are. I actually just recently got some new headphones. They were Supremes, but they're knockoffs. I don't have real Supremes. Yeah, but yeah, these are good. I've had these for a while now, and they're starting to get a little stretched out from doing that one ear off ear kind of thing. So, but yeah, that finishes up my collection of stuff that I've picked up. There is one more thing I wanted to show before I go. But I can't find it right now, so I guess I won't show it. We've got a full run of the Nova there. Nova's the character. People are... Oh, here we go. Yeah. A little interesting fact I found out. This is Nova number 17. First published Matina. There you go.
There you go.
Got my Darkhawk on it. First published Matina. So interesting. It's nice when I like artists' first appearances. first work. You know, I think that's cool. So Fourway, thanks for coming on. How long did we run for to get this done?
For a little while. I think probably about a half an hour, 45 minutes maybe.
That's cool. That's cool. We went through basically 2 short boxes of stuff. So if anybody's so inclined, you can go back in the rewind and check out what I pulled. I kind of started off a little lackluster and moved forward to the keys, especially saving the Silver Marvel for last because
you've got some research to do. Comic Head 84 says, I thought Thunderbolts was the first Matina.
I don't know. I don't believe so.
And Bubs Comics is asking, is that Emma Frost on the shelf? He's looking for a good statue figure. Right? That's actually
that
dagger.
Yeah, that is a Cloak and Dagger one. One of those gallery. Gallery's great for those people who like statues or want to have something to display but can't afford statue prices. I love them. The molds are great, and I have a Hulk one as well, and I got that. What, last year, I guess. I don't know. But that one, yeah, that one's also nice. I'm trying to find some more Cloak and Dagger stuff, but it's not really happening. But yeah. So
we've got 21 people watching right now. So I've been in charge of watching the chat here. So if I didn't get to your question or shout you out, I'm sorry. But thanks to thanks. Undisputed Frost just jumped on and says this show sucks. So,
yeah. Yeah.
You're probably right.
You're probably right, man. All right. Well, with that said, I'm going to sign off.
Now that asshole's on, let's get out of here.
Right? All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in and left comments and watching the rewind, see what else I picked up so I can put this stuff away finally. And I'll try to be a little more astute when I'm picking up my books to show them off in time. Fourway, thanks for coming on this morning and going through some of these books with me, helping me out because I was a little bit overwhelmed with it at first. So yeah. So yeah, I will catch everybody next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Bye guys.